All right, so today we're going to do adding, subtracting, and multiplying with decimals. And so it's pretty simple, and I've already worked out all of these problems, but I'm going to go through them and show you how to do them step by step. So we're going to start with adding. 9 plus 1 equals 10. So we put our 0 there and our 1 there. And then 1 plus 6 plus 8 equals 15. So our 5 goes there. And our 1 goes there. And then 1 plus 4 plus 1 equals 6. And then 5 plus 1 equals 6, which gives us an answer of 66.50. But really, this looks like money on paper. And so we just say it's $54.69 plus $11.81 will give us a total of $66.50. So let's move on to subtracting. And so the first thing we're going to do with this problem is subtract. We're going to do 9 minus 6 equals 3. And then the 2 is too small to subtract 7, so we're going to make it a 12 by borrowing 1 from our 4. So our 4 now becomes a 3, and our 2 now becomes a 12. We just slap that 1 right in front of the 2 and make it a 12. And so now we're going to subtract 12 minus 7, which gives us 5. And then 3 minus 1 gives us 2. And then 5 minus 3 gives us 2. So $54.29 minus $31.76 equals $22.53. So if you were going to purchase an item and it was $54.29, and I'm sorry, you had $54.29, and then your item costs $31.76, then the cashier would give you back $22.53. Now let's move on to multiplication, which has a few steps that you need to remember, all of them, so that you will have your math right as you dig deeper into the problem. On these problems, you simply pull the decimal point down. You just keep the problem lined up and the decimal just comes down. This problem is a little different. So I'm going to take you through the steps, and you have to pay very close attention so that you don't make a mistake and that you have all of your math correct. Because if you get any portion of your math wrong, you'll have the whole problem wrong. So 9 times 5 equals 45. You put your 5 there and your 4 goes here. And then 6 times 5 equals 30 plus the 4 gives us 34. And then we're going to do the most important thing on the next line first is put a place saving 0. I always tell my daughter to draw a 0 and then strike it out so that you can remember that it is simply there to save a place so that your math is shifted correctly. So the next thing we're going to do is multiply our 9 times 2, which gives us 18. So our 8 goes there and our 1 goes there. And then 6 times 2 equals 12 plus the 1, which gives us 13. So then our 13 goes there. Well, now it's time for us to add this top row to the second row. And then 5 plus 0, because it's a place saving 0, is 5. And then 4 plus 8 equals 12. So we put our 2 there and a teeny tiny 1 on top of our 3. And then 1 plus 3 equals 7. And then we simply, it's imaginary 0 there if you'd like it to be, plus 1, which gives us another 1. So we can't just bring this decimal down like we did in the adding and subtracting. We have to count the numbers in the original portion of the problem that are to the right of the decimal. So if it's on the right side of that decimal, you count. And that's how many spaces you're going to go over in your answer, your final answer. So 1, 2. Which means we take our decimal 1 space, 2 spaces over, and that gives us 17.25, okay? So we can't just bring it down. We have to count 1, 2. If there were 3 numbers over here, you'd say 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you'd scoot that decimal over 4 times. So however many numbers is to the right, only the numbers to the right of the decimal, you have to count those, and that tells you how many spaces to bring your decimal over. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you have a great week.